Good morning, welcome to day 4. I feel like I'm actually starting to feel the strain of the reading rush now. To be honest, I am tired right now, but I'm not feeling the strain out of tiredness. I'm feeling the strain out of doing the same thing every single day. It's kind of boring, but at least I'm still enjoying the books that I'm reading. To be honest, it's not the reading that's kind of burning me out, it's the constant editing, especially now that we're at day 4 in the week and it's like I don't have anything exciting to tell you anymore, so thinking of vlog content is a little bit tiring. But I've just made myself a coffee. I'm just putting a little bit of makeup on today because I can't be bothered, and I only actually have one main goal for today, and that goal is to finish A Strange Hymn. So when I went to bed last night, I read another 20 or so pages before midnight, so I think my total is around 240 pages for yesterday, and then I carried on reading to page 198, so I have 169 pages of this to read today, which fingers crossed I should be able to do. And then of course my only other thing I definitely will be reading today is today's section of Vicious that I'm buddy reading with Jade. I do have to work today, and my jars arrived on Tuesday, so I have candles to make, and that is pretty much what's going to take up the bulk of my day, I think. But when I get into the rhythm, like when I've made my first few candles, it gets to a point where I have wait times while I'm waiting for the wax to melt, and also while I'm waiting for it to come to the right temperature so that I can pour it. So while I'm waiting for those things, I'm going to read, and I can normally read 5 to 10 pages in each interval, so that is what I'm going to be doing. I also feel like I need to read quite a bit today because tomorrow I'm going to be out of the house for a considerable amount of time, but unlike yesterday, while I'm out of the house tomorrow, I'm not going to be able to get any vlog footage, I don't think. So yeah, it's a tough one because I'm going to be out for a very long time, and I'm going to take my Kindle with me, so hopefully I can get some reading done. But yeah, there will be no vlog footage from that period while I'm outside of my house, so I want to get as much reading done as I can today, because even though I will be taking my Kindle with me tomorrow, there's no guarantee that I'm really gonna get any reading done because it depends on if I can concentrate and things like that.
I don't wanna let you down. It's the only thing I think about every morning. You know my life ain't figured out, but I promise if you stick around it'll never get boring. We'll spend nights, cheap red wine, look at flats even though we can't afford them. I don't wanna let you down, I don't wanna lose you now. Will you stay even when you wanna walk away? When times get bad, we can learn to love what we have. I don't wanna let you down.
Exactly what time it is because I've left my phone in the kitchen, but I'm on page 252 of A Strange Hymn, so it is looking like I'll finish it today. Like I said, not sure what time it is, but I think it's around 3 p.m. because I had lunch at like 1, and that was just a little while ago now. But guys, like, oh, Desmond Flynn makes Rhysand look like baby. Like, his sex appeal and the level of danger and wickedness associated with him is just like that one step up, to the point where if Desmond Flynn appeared in front of me, without a doubt I would say that Rhysand is dead to me and grovel at his feet. Like, Desmond Flynn, he's just next tier love interest, you know? So we got 110 pages left of this today. I'm really enjoying it. A lot of this book takes place during, I think it's summer solstice or winter solstice. I don't think they specified the solstice, they just said it is solstice. Oh no, it's summer. It's summer solstice because they mentioned that it was June a little bit earlier on, and it has a lot to do with the plot of the first book because they resolved some of it but they didn't resolve like the deeper implications of the plot. lot. My only kind of flaw with this book is that it is predictable. Like, they're trying to find out who the real person behind the events of the first book were, because there are still a few things going on as well, and I know who it is. Like, it's been obvious to me for at least 100 pages now, and I still have 110 pages left of this book. I love the romance elements in this. I wouldn't sure if I would in the second book as much, but I'm still really loving Desmond. Desmond is king, honestly. And yeah, so I'm nearly done with making candles now because I've almost run out of wax. So when I get to that point, I will put an order in, and then I have like an invoice to send today, and I want to finalize a couple of things for the restock, and then I'm just gonna read this until I'm done.
Look at flats even though we can't afford them. I don't wanna let you down. I don't wanna lose you now. I don't wanna let you down.
So I had to go out briefly to get some food in because we had nothing for dinner, but I'm back now. It is very nearly 5 o'clock. I have 80 pages of A Strange Hymn left, so I think I'm gonna get the Forest app out, set a timer for an hour, and see if I can read the last 80 pages of this before 6 p.m. when I have to start cooking dinner.
Even though we can't afford them. I don't wanna let you down. Will you stay even when you wanna walk away? When times get bad, we can learn to love what we have. I don't wanna let you down. I don't wanna let you down.
Okay, so I have like 5 pages left, and I just read a really tense chapter. I didn't cry because, like I said, this book is kind of predictable, although it did surprise me. The thing that I thought was happening doesn't seem to be true. I don't know whether two characters are working together at this point, but the actual person who I thought was behind everything, I was wrong on that. Something else happened. But then I knew that this was gonna happen, but still, the way that it was written, it switched to character perspectives, and I was like, I could legitimately cry here. So I have 1 chapter left, and I'm gonna go read that. Did I make it within the hour? I don't know what time it is. Yeah, I have 5 minutes left on 5 pages, so I actually managed to read 80 pages or 75 pages in 55 minutes. So I'm gonna read my last 5 pages. I have 1 chapter in the epilogue left, and then I'm gonna come let you know what I thought. But I don't want to say it. Could this be my first 5-star of the month? This is my 11th, I think, book of the month. Could it be my first 5-star? I'll let you know when I do. Oh my god, I just finished it. That epilogue was chilling. So I don't have a rating yet because I need to go put it through core pile, but I'm gonna go do that now, and I'm gonna let you know whether it's a 5-star. It might be. I'm so excited. Fuck, the end of that was so good. Like, I'm reeling. If you haven't started the Bargainer series yet, then you should. Big A Cut of Mist and Fury vibes, real big Rhysand vibes, but like better than Rhysand. And also, if you have picked up Fortuna Swan on my recommendation as well, you'll like the Bargainer. So I ran A Strange Hymn through my spreadsheet, and it is indeed my first 5-star of July. I am so happy. The only thing that really let this down for me was, like I said, the predictability of it, but plot wise I do really like the plot. The problem that I had with the first book is that the plot is quite rushed. However, if you kind of read them back to back, which when you pick them up you will want to do, it makes more sense because the plot is definitely fleshed out a lot more in the second book. And I really like the way that Laura Thalassa does it in here, where like the relationship is still the focus and we still have lots of smart and lots of really super romantic, like melodramatic romantic moments, but the plot is still moving along and the plot is still there. I also liked, as I said, I think it was a couple of days ago, the way that we get to see a lot more of the fairy world in this, and I like how the plot is expanding to kind of bring the entire fairy world into it. So 5 stars for this. Desmond Flint is just that powerful, guys, that he gave me my first 5-star read of the month. I'm thrilled that I actually had a 5-star read because honestly I could not take any more 4 stars this month. So now that I've finished this, I don't know what I'm gonna do. This is why I try not to read books like this, because then this is all I want to read. And not only do I have quite a few reading rush books to get through still, I also have 3 books still on my July Bookopoly TBR on the 23rd of the month. So my next thing I'm going to do is go and cook dinner, and then as if my heart cannot take enough today, while I'm eating my dinner, I'm going to be watching the last 2 ever episodes of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I've watched Buffy many times. I've rewatched the entire series. I want to say a minimum of 5 times, but it is probably a lot more than that. It's impossible for me to tell at this point, because when I was a teenager I used to go to bed at 9 p.m. every night and watch 2 episodes of Buffy, and then when I got to the end of season 7 I'd just go back and start it again. So we have years of me just constantly rewatching Buffy just over that time period of my life. So I'm gonna watch that and probably cry a little bit, and then after dinner I'm going to read today's section of Vicious. Now when I've done that, it could be time for me to wrap up the vlog, but if not, I'm going to have to select another book to start. And how can I select another book to read after The Strange Hymn when all I want to do is read the 3rd book in that series, or the 2.5 book I have next, which is a Desmond novella. So I get to read a story from Desmond's perspective, if life could not possibly get any better right now. So I just finished watching the last episode of Buffy, and as we predicted, we have tears. It gets me every single time. Like, I've seen this like at least 10 times and I still cry. Hey guys, so I finished crying about Buffy now, and I have also finished today's section of Vicious. So this was actually quite an uneventful section in compared to the bits I've been reading over the last 3 days, but I feel like we are now at a point where the games are just about to begin, so I'm definitely really excited about that. And we now also have the introduction of Eli's perspective, which I'm looking forward to, because we now have 2 very balanced sides. We have Victor on one side with a young girl called Sydney, and Eli on the other with a girl called Serena. So I'm very excited to see how this is going to play out in the second half. I think the section I have for tomorrow is the biggest like daily section that we've had, so I'm interested to see what's going to happen now that all of the timelines have kind of caught up to present, and I feel like there's going to be a lot of chaos and I'm ready for it. So it's now very close to 10 p.m, so I'm not actually going to pick a new book to start now. I'll let you guys know tomorrow morning what my new book is going to be. My total page count today is 246, so we are still on that upward trajectory. To be honest, I don't think we're going to go any more up from here, especially not tomorrow, because I do have to get up early in the morning and go out, which you will find out why tomorrow. And like I said earlier today, I will be spending a great deal of time out, so I don't think I'm going to get much reading done. And as well as that, I do believe that I've already read my fastest paced book of the readathon, which was A Strange Hymn. Vicious is also fast paced, but I'm reading that like per day, so it's not like I'm gonna speed through the rest of it, although I probably could. And aside from the 2 graphic novels I have on my TBR, the 2 books that I have, the one that I'm thinking about picking up next I think may take me a while, which is sad. But before I wrap up this vlog, I would like to recommend to you guys yet another booktuber, and today I am going to be recommending to you guys Bobby from Bobby Reads Too Much. Now Bobby I have been subscribed to for quite some time, and I love Bobby's personality. Bobby has a no fucks given attitude, which I absolutely love. Bobby will 100% just tell you her feelings on something, tell you how it is. I don't know, there's just something about Bobby's personality in her videos that just makes me love her and her videos. Now reading taste, surprisingly, we do not have that much in common. Bobby does read fantasy, Bobby reads horror, thrillers, contemporary. She reads a little bit of everything really. However, we don't actually have that many books in common. I believe that she also really likes J. Kristoff like me, and I have recently converted her to the world of fairy smut. Very recently, that is an ongoing project, but I'm loving seeing those results. Bobby is also a huge fan of the Red Sister series by Mark Lawrence. I know this because she pesters me to read it all the damn time, and I believe that she's currently making her way through some Brandon Sanderson as well. But yeah, one thing that I love about Bobby is that if she does not like a book, no matter how hyped it is, she will literally just say, I don't like this book, I don't want to read it, and DNF. And even though everything I've just mentioned should indeed convince you to head over to Bobby's link and check her out, if you do still need one more reason, Bobby has recently made a 1 hour long video of reading the Agatha series for the first time, which is actually just a 1 hour long video of her insulting me. So if you guys want to see me be insulted for an hour, you know where to go. Bobby's link will be down in my description box. It's actually a really funny video. She calls me a twat waffle. But that is about it for day 4 of the reading rush, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this vlog. If you've made it this far, if you have, please don't forget to like like if you liked it and subscribe if you want to. And I will see you guys tomorrow for something that is very exciting for me at least. Bye!
Oh, you bite your friend like chocolate. You say you'll go where nobody knows, with guns hidden under our petticoats. We're never gonna quit it, no, we're never gonna quit it, no.